Hey fuckheads. Every time I hear about these climate change disasters like the Canadian wildfires and the ocean heating beyond anything we've seen before, I can't help but think about student loans. I know that might not make sense right now, but hear me out. I remember signing those loans with trepidation, but trusting the adults in my life that this was the right choice, because we made a deal with them. We would go get our education and financially ruin ourselves while they ran the world politically, environmentally, just keeping the lights on, so to speak. And so a lot of us got our education, and you know what happened when we graduated? The economy fucking collapsed, and we sat and watched our government award corporations that had made terrible, borderline criminal decisions with massive bailouts. And we stood there with mountains of student loan debt in fucking disbelief because we lived up to our end of the deal. But the world we were raised to believe would be waiting for us with opportunity and a healthy economy didn't exist. Not only do those magical jobs and healthy economy not exist, but y'all fucked our society and our planet too. We're getting a front row seat to the deaths of entire species and ecosystems because of the short-sighted legislation you knew would enrich you and fuck the planet, but it didn't matter because you'll be long gone before these consequences catch up to you. And now you won't step out of the fucking way and let us cobble something together from the rubble you're still wallowing in, just laying amongst the broken pieces of our world, cackling about how irresponsible we were for taking out loans, seemingly oblivious to the fact that the level of disregard your generation had for the entirety of the planet goes so far beyond irresponsible as to be fucking criminal. But you didn't sign a piece of paper saying you wouldn't be a piece of shit, so I guess everything's hunky-dory, right? And now that we're grown-ass adults, we have no desire to perpetuate the same society you cultivated because it's a slow death grind of tedium and pointlessness. Like, God forbid we want to find work that's fulfilling, that we can actually see and understand what our labor is contributing to build. Because if we try to increase our quality of life by refusing to die a slow cubicle death staring at spreadsheets whose only seeming purpose is to perpetuate this broken economic system, then we're fucking lazy and we don't want to work anymore. I watched my parents and my friends' parents as I was growing up, and there was always this projection of stability that was seemingly required, this unspoken societal order of hidden norms and rules we all obeyed. So all the weird, ugly parts of growing up were left hidden. Processing our emotions and trauma was barely on the table, and we all grew up thinking that was just the way the world worked, and we had to fall in line until eventually we picked our parents' mantle up and kept the societal order going. But the thing we couldn't see as kids was that the whole charade was poisoned from the start, and now we're adults and we're looking at your idea of a world, and the one thing we know is that we can't perpetuate it. Whatever we do, whether it's reformation or just burning the whole thing down and starting new, the one thing we absolutely know is to not do to our children what you all did to us.